Alright, we're good? Let's go. What am I doing right now? Okay, I think I'm selling off. Bunch of stolen stuff. What am I carrying this 400 pounds? Is it? It's all soul gems. Oh no. Why do I have so many? 600 lock. We could probably get to 100 lockpicking right now just off this. That would be very boring to watch, but I actually think I'm going to go do that off screen now that I think about it. 600 is enough to get there from like, I think 80. Okay. What was I in the middle of? I was in the middle of potions. So I have the lever and thief. So... two-handed... I'll probably keep the lockpick one. Oh yeah, level 73. I'm doing all that off screen so you guys don't have to watch it too. I need to go find someone that has closed wounds. And grand healing. Alright.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Wait, these weigh half a pound? That means this is like 20 pounds of grand soul gems. No, we need to keep that on. I didn't realize I was carrying so much. Dude, I'm set when I want to go to enchanting 100 again, though. So... Oh, I got a lot of potions on me. Okay. I need to actually drop some of these off. Start with 10. I don't need any ultimates. Just put those back. This should be good.
What do you need, my thing?
Still only 160. What am I? Is it? It's like 2 pounds. It's like 4 pounds. Okay, it must really be these. Oh, I have more stuff I can't sell. I'll put that up. Sorry, I can't sell those potions. Where do I even get, like, potions like this from? That were stolen. Wonder who I pickpocketed off of. You know what? It'd probably be better to put away the Grand Soul gems. Anyway, so that I don't waste them. Capturing, like, rabbits and stuff. Now I want to go get the Lord and Atronach stones, but I don't want to. I wonder if I'll keep the Steed stone. I actually don't know why I managed to get 3. So. Dude, I'm playing this with the lights out in my room, like in the dark, and I have a. Sorry, I got distracted. How did I manage to keep 3 though? That's really weird. I wonder if that glitch keeps like cycling, if you could just end up getting all of the stones. Yeah, I'm gonna make like a hard save here in case this like messes with the game and it doesn't actually count it. But if I can get 3, I'm gonna go get the Steed Stone again. Just to make this more convenient for the gameplay. Dude, this shit's cool. I didn't know you could get 3 by glitching it out. Okay, it's just a thief stone. Still, I wonder why that happens. It's not a big deal, because I'm sure you can use console commands to get rid of that. Oh, that's right. I got miscellaneous stuff from visiting all the towns. Oh, I know this one. I like this one. This cave is actually really short for how much important stuff is in here and how many quests we do here. Watch me fucking nail this guy.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Good luck with that. I'm not finding that one. Oh, I like the little pattern on it. I've always wondered where that leads to. If that's just for the environment. Or if it actually leads somewhere. warning me about dropped frames. I wonder if that's just online issues.
The warm sand. Yes. There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here. This is for you. In thanks. Then lead on, friend. If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see. I will shoulder some of your burden.
We follow them.
Unfortunate this should happen. So many refuse to talk to us. Take a look. May your old warm sands. Goods and wares of all kinds. I feel pity.
Khajiit guards your back.
The dragon's attacks.
Then back home is where you will find me.
And we send our home. After that home, there are dragons.
I heard something. Damn you!
How much is all this worth? Probably only worth it for the armor. Damn. Okay. You know what, buddy? You're coming with me.
Need something? Then lead on, friend.
I ain't posting that. Got my ass beat. Okay. That's fair. This is the guy that annihilated me last time. Okay, it wasn't him. Oh, this place. This is where you run to with, what's his name? I don't remember his name. That's right, it's Madanak, or however you say it. I wonder why my paralyze isn't hardly working on anything. Probably just need to get my enchanting to 100. Oh shit.
You should head on inside. Aldis or... I work for Aldis. She runs the inn.
Do you remember me now, Jonty? It's been an honor to serve you, brother. Remember our lessons from the sword masters of Alcair? Let me show you a few things you may have forgotten before we leave Riften.
If you drink too much, you're out. No drunks. This is the old Rolden Inn. Clean beds and strong drink. Watch your tongue, stranger. We don't take back talk in this inn. Magic? That's dangerous. You want to learn that? Go to that college in Winterhold. They teach that stuff there. Hey, I know. The Jarl's wizard could teach you. He's lots closer. All right, then.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see. Until next time.
What am I doing now? I was back down to big towns. Where are we gonna go next? We got the whole world to explore. I'm gonna avoid, I think, Dawnstar and Falkreath because I don't want to build any more houses. Building houses is a really big pain until you have like infinite money. I'm like level 70, so nothing is leveled anymore. Maybe I should go to Riften and do the Thieves Guild stuff. Well, my sneak skill is still high. Maybe I should do Falkreath because it's like so much smaller. I'm gonna do Riften so that everything is faster. Which, if I'm gonna do Riften, I need to go to Merryfair Farm first.
I used to wonder what it's like for those Thorn. Now that they've been taken down.
Who in the name of Azura are you? A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people. I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. The Ratway is something.
After we were robbed, Draven's become more bitter than ever.
Taking your chicken eggs. Where's that old man?
Need a ride? You can get a room at the Bee and Bar. Mind you. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on a good side.
Whatever. Where's that guy? Isn't his name? That's such a bad joke. I'm gonna call him Anji Horsefucker, but it's Hofgear Horse Crusher.
Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick. I'm not afraid of anything out here. Walls are just a weakling's hiding spot. Not me. I'm no weakling. In fact, I bet I got the strongest arms in all of Skyrim. Oh, sounds like I've got a challenger. Tell you what, How about a friendly wager, just between us? I bet you my entire purse of septums I can beat you in a fist fight. You match the bet, and we fight until one of us gives in. Alright, remember, this is a clean fight. No weapons, no tricks. And none of those fancy magic spells either. Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
You alright down there, buddy?
I don't believe it. I guess you were right. Not at all. It's good to be put in your place once in a while. I guess I shouldn't boast so much. It gets expensive. You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Been stuck with the name for years. I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Then one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in two. Haven't ridden since.
I have no idea what a colt is. I'm guessing it's a young horse. Look at me. I'm the next horse crusher. You like that, old man? I'm jumping on your horse.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? I think you'd be a little smarter than that. All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I will let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Enough. You're a stranger here too, huh? I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman, barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune, but for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. To call it a guild is ridiculous. They're the worst kind. What do you think? You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able
Eren Hansen.
Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. Maven Blackbriar?
Careful. I've never seen Yol this upset about anything. The city really gets to him.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
I'm not scared of you.
That's the wrong answer. Last thing the Blackbriars need around here is some troublemaker trying to steal a piece of the action. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. All right. Let's not get too hasty now. So what do you want to
I've never actually passed that option.
Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you. The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aratin, he used to live here in Riften at the Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Doesn't he sigh really loudly?
Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Yes, Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragon.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Ah, you're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'll meet you outside of town.
Yeah, what's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
I haven't saved, so I'm not going to do the intimidate option.
All right.
I wonder what he does,
I guess I
though.
need enough from his ship.
It's probably just this
No need to
dialogue.
waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
Welcome to the Bee and Bar, milady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know. I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. They're vermin, garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the ratway with the rest of the trash. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves' Guild's territory. 3, in fact.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought. Looks like you've got some help already. I'll join you, but you'll have to let your comrade go.
Oh, I forgot he was with me.
What can I get you? Meat? Wine? Crime is an all-time high in this city. The Thieves' Guild has been pushing. Head north to... Else you could go see if Maven Blackbriar. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. Don't tell me. Sibby and Louis Latruche? Well, Sibby is in jail, and Latruche is certainly welcome to try. My hired help is more than a match for him. Really? Now that is interesting. Then you should know that Louis and I have a certain history. Tell you what, go along with his plans for now. I'll keep an eye on you both, and when the time is right, I'll settle accounts with Louis.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lelia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins.
And Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Hey, lass. Never done an honest day's work in your life for... I could take a hint, lass. You want to make some coins?
What?
This should be good.
Is he just immune to it?
Use some gun.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with me.
Come to see Balam. Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. A flame atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale. People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery. Or what else?
An honest day's work in your life for them. I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it on it. Oh, but that's where you're wrong. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit, and in my line of work, simple. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchet's pocket without him know. Oh, sorry. Never mind then, lass. If you change your mind, come find me.
Yeah, get out of it. Get away from me.
New in town, eh? Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping the city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds. I tried to include her in my lessons for Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Yes, I suppose someone has to
If
be
you're
around
looking
here.
for a handout, you want
Greetings. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. Not well, I'm afraid.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. There are ruined sewer tunnels for the
Can I interest you in some fine goods from my... I may be dark elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned and taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Teldani. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain.
If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, and that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Anything you can find.
Visiting Riften?
Working at the Riften fisheries.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Oh, thank you.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite. Not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. They live below the streets in the ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. It's Riften's name for the sewer beneath our feet.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
New around Riften? Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. There's a college in which...
The bunkhouse isn't an inn. I'd recommend the Bee and Barb. Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it.
She gets onto her for sleeping around and then says that, and it's so weird.
Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and I need help getting the marks from this man.
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault. I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore Stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't have to figure to do it. You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it. I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingun girl. Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingun is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her. When Elgrim said we were sent...
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die. Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable. My wealth and they squander it on foolish ventures and political...
You here for lessons like Ingun? Or did you wish to buy something? Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Halfjord, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingun Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients. Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It's an everyday to get your hands on fresh dirt.
Does anyone actually live in Beggar's Row, or is it just those two outside? Yeah, it's just those two.
Sorry. Just...
Thieves Guild.
So what if I have a
I'm
problem?
quite busy. Need something? You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I bedded her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in this Vale Keep. Between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. Lady Maven's been developing this secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah. Fired. Sure. That's what I meant. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Come back and see us again.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
Yeah, you're gonna keep waiting.
Stop. You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to a luncheon cell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to a luncheon cell in the West. Return it to them. It must go back.
The insufferable waiting.
Who do I need to talk to in the fishery?
If you're looking for a handout,
Need something? Mm-hmm.
Voley's around somewhere.
Of course. That doesn't change anything. How did you...
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
Did you get that purchase agreement? I have no idea what you're talking about. Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again.
Why did you keep it then, asshole?
Rolly's around somewhere.
Still need to talk to Fish Lady about her skooma problem, and Darren about selling his stuff.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on me. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city is corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out. It's our name for the Skyrim.
Divines bless you.
Please. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Who's that lady? I don't recognize her.
I presume you're
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just...
How can the humble servant of Talos help you today? He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. Well met, friend. How can I help you? Safe
Never seen you always upset by it.
Maybe I have too many quests, and that's why the Grim Server one isn't showing up. I think that's pretty much everyone. What do I need in here then? Oh, Brynjolf.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire,
Sorry, I mean,
have much to discuss.
it was my sister, Lilia.
Yeah, we already heard about all that.
You look like you could use a drink. I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested? Nothing but the best. Blackbriar mead, fresh from the vat. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. So what do you say to that? Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be around. Needs... No, Fred. You got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Vilmer Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Sure. How do you think I'll get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? I think I suspected as much, but I've never been able to catch that little sneak with proof. That fetcher. I gave him the same keg just this morning and told him to store it in the cellars. Oh, he'll rot in prison for this one, I promise you. As soon as Maven finds out, it's all over for him. Here, take this as a bit of a reward for nabbing our little thief. Well, that was important.
Why is it still telling me to go to Brynjolf? Is it... Oh, it's in here.
Pay for this. Welcome to the Bee and
Blessings of Mara upon you. Of course. Right now, the best you could provide it. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. May you return.
Need something? This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Dinu Alu or Mara.
What is it you seek? We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands.
She's got some
in the
type of
world.
like gangrene around her eyes.
Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat, and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Need something?
Which one leads to the basement? It's not this one. It's probably that one that I opened then.
I can see that disapproving look in your eye. If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Arkay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. My father was a priest of Arkay. Oh, my life was...
I think that's everything but the keep.
You're like me, eh? You fancy those clunky, two-handed weapons.
I might be able to find everyone in here.
Safe, I hope. As Jarl Leila's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. You don't have to, because it's utter nonsense. It's never going to work. No. What I need to do is reverse that. Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent and then apply it with the proper incantation. What was I thinking? It would never work that first way. Why didn't you tell me? I'll tell you why you won't tell me. Because you were absolutely right not to. It's a fundamental rule of magic, and it would be ridiculous. You can't draw from harmonic energy without a soul siphon. Since you're so well informed, I'm certain you've solved the problem with thermic drift, right? What's not to get? It's as simple as Draven's first axiom of magic. Or was it Galarian's? I'll tell you what. Let me find... Well, yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar... No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of yours has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric.
This man's got no ass.
Now my mother stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future conquerors.
The elevator's better than solid gold.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. I'd hardly call them a guild. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Out of my way. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. Thank you. Do hurry, please. Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saeland had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire.
It's daytime again. Who was it you need to talk to?
to see Ballon? Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. Remember, nothing but genuine fire swords will do.
Need to find that lady. The lizard lady. Now that it's daytime, I think she should be in here. There you are.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften fishery. My job at the Riften fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. It is our most favored company. Look, I don't think I should say it. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthis Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolly say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthis there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal and very hard to come by. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma again, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. Bolly is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Darin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery.
Trees. They're beautiful. Fall forest makes me...
What did you want? Be seated.
Any luck with Sapphire? By 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
You've been a good friend to me. Huh? What are you talking about? Look, you must have me confused. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stable, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Until next time.
New around Riften? What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Savannah. I don't know why I bothered. You looking for something or what?
Any luck getting the mark? Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Sure.
What does grounding mean? Oh. I guess that makes sense.
It's a fine day with you around. If you're looking for a hand.
Out of my way. The son of the took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. Welcome to Riften. Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've made a move to arrest him, he's escaped. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning. Excellent. Here, this is the key to the warehouse. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently. Good journey to you.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
Where's that lady? I guess she's not out. I love that feeling in Skyrim of walking into the town. And just helping everyone and just being...
Welcome to Riften, Trap. It's nice to receive good news for a change. Did you recover anything else from the warehouse worth mentioning? Then there's no time to lose. It won't take long for Sarthis' associates to learn of his death. The source of the poison must be destroyed once and for all. Otherwise, another dealer will simply take his place. Do this task for me, and you'll be well on your way to a title in Riften. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good job.
Of just being able to walk through the town and help everyone. And then just walking through and everyone, the moment they talk to you, is just like, oh, it's you.
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I've always got time for lovely ladies. Ah, let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. See, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge. And I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
Alright, I think I've done everything I can without leaving Riften. So... yeah.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bean Bar. The bunkhouse isn't.
Glad to see you finally came to you. Simple. Once you have it, there's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. We've been contracted to make sure Blanchet remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Blanchet and leave it behind. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. Amazing to show you that commands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here. Gather round, though.
Branchet. This is a rare.
That's right. The way that you do this without imprisoning Branchet is...
I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the whiz essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give...
Lost it. Well, at least you showed signs of initiative by telling me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised with the way things are going around here. I guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here. Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for. There's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge. All right then, let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called Get There in One Piece. And we'll see.
Ah, you're back. What have you discovered?
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
I'm pretty sure... I can test it. But I'm pretty sure because you're supposed to be able to drop it. But yeah, you can just pick it up anytime you want. It's mine now, sucker.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market.
How can a humble servant of Carlos get through the door?
Just tell me you got there. Is that? Yeah.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
I don't
Someone
know.
there.
Over here.
I've been through the Ratway, I think, way too many times to appreciate it. I think that this is a fine level. It's kind of fun having to get through all the like, poor people.
Damn you!
But, yeah, your 40 millionth playthrough this place is just kind of annoying. Oh, I forgot I have light touch. That's really funny.
Talk to me again when you've proven this. Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Oh, that's right. I need to go train. I'm actually close to leveling up.
Well, well. Calling me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Ursi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage and she'll cave. I'll be here.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drink. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave me? Trinkets, odds and ends. Aye.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do. I'm not here to help you. Figure this one out for yourself.
Stay out of trouble. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Yeah, my problem is I'm too tired to punch your face in. Oh yeah? Hey, here. Have one on the house. Until next time.
If you're looking for conversation, the flag... Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? I've not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from the masters of the art of flesh sculpture. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and Cloudrest. I walked with the hollow-faced men of Notahogra for 3 years. I count the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world. Until next time.
I like the face. I think we're just gonna leave it. We can always come back.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself to bring you.
Talk to me again. British people trying to sound tough never works.
Is someone there?
Wait, where's my companion? I wonder. I really want to try timing it up when I get into like another pack of skeevers. That's why your mama dead. Take this way.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf.
Where did Karjo go? I really don't want to. I mean, I've already waited too long. I've gone through multiple save states, like more than 3 loading zones. So I can't load back.
I've been looking for you. A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Ah, you're back. What have you discovered?
We're gonna do that one last.
I'm off work at the Blackbriar.
There he is. I'm playing on PC, so I could just use console commands. But all that stuff is a hassle.
What did you want? What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left. Not Lady DeBella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough.
I thank you for your help.
My husband, Bercy, will be the death of me. All the crime and corruption in Riften.
So, can I interest... What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. Stop! No! That urn was priceless. All right, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold, and leave me in peace.
This isn't happening.
I like Kirava, I think is her name. Fish lady. So I always make sure to do the other two first, and then she...
Here for a room or something. Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier. You'll tell him I'm sorry, yes? Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
We got the message. Now just take your business elsewhere.
Just get out.
Ah, you're back. What have you discovered?
I think once I'm finished with all the fetching stuff, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm doing laundry today. It'd also be good to let my PC rest. For some reason, Skyrim makes my PC run loud. The recording on top of that always makes everything strain, or always makes my PC strain.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that.
Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delta.
I think you better listen to me. We could talk later.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions.
Dude, move. Just move, bruh. Just move. Ugh. Dude, it's one thing to sit there and listen to people talk, because, like, people talking is their voice. It's, like, interesting, but, like... Ugh. Just move. Dude, I think I'm just gonna wait and see if he pops up.
Grignol's here before.
Just this way. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. So let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Grignol will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Grignol assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the wind. Besides, nothing to... I'll give you one. Burn all the hives, and she'd have... We hadn't a rip if the work... In return, let me put... Nothing happens in Riften. Whoa, lass. Huh. Look, there's some... Just don't expect us at your back with Maven.
Come here. I'll show you what I know.
You're pretty tough. I respect that.
Let's talk for a moment. Maybe I'll...
I like listening to the characters talk, but I think I've hit my point where I'm just going to start skipping through dialogue.
Hey, let's talk a second.
Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well.
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me?
I need to go back here and talk to the Thieves Guild members, but I should leave out the cistern and get the fast travel point. I need to remember that.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're going to get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. Who in their right mind would be stupid enough to pay you to steal from Maven? Yes, I should have known. Maven and Civvy have been at odds ever since she had him tossed into jail. Look, if I were you, I'd proceed carefully. Crossing Maven is one of the first things you learn not to do when you're down here. As far as the guild's concerned, this is between Civvy and Maven, so we're going to officially stay out of it. Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries Orengoff hired are trained killers. Just ask our poor little Vex. Where are you off to? There's work to be done. Looking for work? I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing. Finally, someone with backbone. Here you go.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit is a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Walking away without taking a jog? It's like... So, I handle the... If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific... The catch is... You ready for some good old-fashioned... You need to start pulling your own weight around here. Otherwise, I might forget to offer you any more jobs. So, got more than you can handle. When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the... We send you. Sound like you can handle it? Not interested? Fine. Then let me offer to someone with a little more backbone. Got more than you can handle. Every now and again, if that means breaking into the... Feel like doing a bit of shopping? Look, I don't like wasting my time. Come back when you decide to get serious. Good. We could use the... As long as you can keep things quiet... Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
Byron, okay, that'll work.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
All right, then.
You're the
Okay,
one
then
who
how much
casts
service
those
of
illusions. Impressive.
I'm staying out of this. I'm getting out of here.
Wait, what?
So, as my book. That's it. You found it. I don't know how you got it back, and I don't want to know. Frankly, I don't even care. I'm just so glad to see it again. Here, this is all I can afford to give you as compensation. Hope it's enough. Dragons, thieves, and war.
Holy, dude, the rewards actually scale up. I didn't know they got this good if you were that high of a level doing them.
Amulet of Mara? You're not married? Surprising. It's about time. I sent them a letter weeks ago. Ah, that Elgrim. He'd forget his own pants if his wife didn't help him dress. Here you go. Tell Half-York that she can chip off whatever she thinks is a fair trade for their time. Red Belly is supposed to be nothing but an iron mine. Been working it for years. Then, right before the spiders had moved in, we found that chunk of ore. Never seen anything like it. I want to know what I'm dealing with before I start tearing it out of the ground.
Decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. Blessing of our king.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking. Have you managed to make it out to Shore's stone?
That's right. Now we gotta go get the stuff from the house. Oh, and I guess I'm in Whiterun, right? So...
Hello, I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Well met, friend. How can I help you? What do you want, cat? Need something?
Yeah, I guess it just won't. It's not gonna happen.
Come see good. These will make wonderful settings for my room.
Come to... Amazing. You've saved my business and warmed an old smith's heart.
You have some nerve. Here. I want you to accept this as payment for your son. To smile at your passing, friend. Welcome to the Bee and Bar.
Have you managed? Thank you. I'll be sure to get Ellen here. I had him make you a few things for all that travel.
Oh, this song. That's right. I forgot to say. I went to fucking...
Ah, you're back.
Dude, no one is gonna watch this far into the VOD because of all that talking earlier with all the NPCs, but I went to a fucking... would it be Chinese? I think a Chinese place. Like, in my town. And they were just playing the Skyrim wilderness music, like, in...
Pilgrimage is complete. What do you need? I felt we've made... I thank you.
Yeah.
Here. What do you...
Oh, she gives you spell tones? What'd I get? Yes. Actually, I really wanted that. But they were just playing the Skyrim wilderness music like in the background of the restaurant. It was so funny.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a... Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature, looking for some particular books. I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his experiments. Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down. The people say he was doing unspeakable experiments on reanimation, rituals only a necromancer would perform. After he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from again. It's been a lot. Recently, a woman was found, naked and shivering along the road to Dawnstar. The only information the guard could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals.
All right. Welcome to the cozy little place. I'm one of the...
Steal anything worth talking? Oh, you're back? I suppose you'll be wanting your pay then. Oh, you're back? So, I suppose you'll be wanting your pay then. As long as you can keep things quiet. Here, just don't make me look like an ass in front of the guild and mess it up.
Looking for extra work, talk to Dr. Sheldon. They'll fix you up.
Back with good news, I trust?
Like that rich, right?
Not on your arse. Simple, right?
Yes? Take a look.
Until next time.
My brood is the best in all of... Perfect, just perfect. These should help keep my stock fresh for quite a while. And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it. Thanks again for the ice cream.
What else do I need to do? Mammoth Tusk. And bring it to her. Alright.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Any luck gathering? Perfect. This is just what... Good. My experiments are at a critical stage.
Did you get that purchase agreement tomorrow?
Lode, I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Back with good. Here's your gold. Try not to spend it all in one place. I bet you are. We've actually stolen this item before. And somehow it ended up back in some other Mark's house. Guess it's time to reclaim it, eh? Here, just don't make me look like an ass in front of the guild and mess it up. Steal anything worth talking about?
You're gonna stick just what you see here.
Come back.
Can I interest you in... Take a look.
An amulet of Mara. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Returning.
Welcome. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Give a holler if you have any. Thanks. Take a look. Don't forget us.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell.
my friend. Take a look. Come back anytime.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Hello. Lately, it seems I am more nurse than priestess. Tell me, I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. These are trying times for... I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Alright. Gotta go do stuff, so this will be the end of this record. But I'm still gonna stream again more today. But I'm gonna pause it all while I'm gone. Bye.